Hello to the internet. This is Rocket Jimmer, not Rocket Jim, not Rocket Jammer, not Jim, not Hitler, but Rocket Jimmer. And today, I decided that I would start my first series. And I forgot the series name right away. Come on, man. Anyways, this is a series where we will be exposing Onision for who he really is. Now, I know I've already done that before with one of his videos, but I feel like that there needs to be a lot more said about this guy. So I will be somewhat reacting to his videos, responding to the Leafy rant. And yes, there are multiples, and we will get to that later in the video. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. There will be face cam for this, alright? Anyways, let's get right into the video.
Leafy's first implication is that I want to have sex with him, but I understand why you get that idea, as I did just digitally blow you in an Onision video.
Well, here I am. And you know what? Onision's right in this part. You know what? Yeah, he's right. He did make a video blowing him. And I did make a reaction to that video on this channel, so go check that out if you want to.
He used the video of my ex-girlfriend. Unfortunately, he doesn't realize that my ex-girlfriend has since admitted that those videos are fake. So this must be awkward for you, what with you being literally incorrect.
It also must be pretty awkward for you to now be told that Leafy in the video actually said that you're even more of a scumbag if that video was fake. So you're kinda just making yourself seem more like a scumbag by saying that. Good job.
He then criticizes me for trying to start crap with people. Apparently he's never heard of Leafy is Here, who does exactly the same thing.
He didn't call you out because you were criticizing people, alright? He called you out because you were falsely accusing people of things. And when you weren't falsely accusing people of things, you were telling people that something good that they were doing was horrible. Alright, so you can shut up.
Now Leafy's pointing out that I criticized numerous people after Christina Grimmie's death. He keeps pointing out that they're underage. Again, this is so weird. From the guy who made a hate video about this child, and many other children on a regular basis.
Well, at least he wasn't making fun of them for believing in God like you did. And he wasn't even making fun of them, really. He was criticizing what they were doing in the video. He's not saying that they're a pig or that they're ugly and that they should go kill themselves, or bashing their religion. He's saying that what they're doing is horrible. You, on the other hand, are saying that the people themselves and the things that those people believe are horrible. And yes, I'm using people because kids are people too.
Regardless, what of course Leafy will not acknowledge is that I apologize for any feelings that I hurt, because what I did was very insensitive, and certainly inappropriate for the situation.
Okay, so we got a little bit of confession here. That's nice. That's nice. That's very nice. I appreciate a little bit of a confession. That is a very nice thing to do, Onision. But unfortunately, later in the video, he completely undermines that and basically says, F that.
Criticized me making this statement. It was inappropriate to say it at the time, but that doesn't make it any less true.
See what I mean? If you look at the screen right now, you can see that he said, if your God cared, she would not have been shot. You prayed, she still died, wake up. Now, he says that was an inappropriate statement for the time, keyword for the time, but he says that the statement is overall true, which is really insensitive, because you gotta keep into account that some people are religious, and by saying that religion is stupid and implying that, you are basically saying that religious people are idiots. So yeah.
Use something that happened three years ago, I think. Me responding to someone saying they're suicidal. The full story was their mom wouldn't take them to Walmart. The whole point of the video I made is that you gotta stop blaming your problems on other people. Because if you never take responsibility for how you feel, then you're going to continue letting other people control you and determine whether or not you're happy in life.
I'm not gonna say much on this part because, well, I honestly don't know about the situation. It really did sound like that guy was in an abusive relationship with his mother. But you know what? I'm just not going to say anything because I have no idea.
He's now criticizing me for making videos about popular people. We're at 11:17. If you listen to just before 11:17, that's literally what he's doing. And it makes absolutely no sense considering how many videos this man has made. Not just hating on famous people, but rather famous children. If you're going to take the moral high ground, you can't already be covered in your own crap. What's also interesting is that a lot of these videos are made because of viewers demanding it. Like, why do people hate Limp Bizkit? Why do people hate LGBT? Why do people hate these individuals? Blair White. And yeah, people are still asking me to talk about about Christina Grimmie. If you have demand, you create supply. That concept is the foundation of business. And Leafy, we both know that's exactly why you keep going after the child, Jacob, because you know in doing so, you're going to get more views. So let's not pretend this is something it's not.
Just because someone demands something doesn't mean you give it to him. If a baby wants to put a fork in the electrical socket, you don't let it do that. Just like how you don't call someone a pig on the internet just because people ask you to, alright? That's not how it works. And yes, well, that may be the foundation of business. You have to do that within reason, or you're gonna end up coming across as a total jerk like you are.
He then contradicts himself and says it's okay to put a YouTuber's name in your title. But then he asks, at what point is it overkill? I don't know, Leafy. You tell me.
You know what? Maybe Leafy is a bit of a view whore. But guess what? So are you. Pointing out someone is doing something bad just because they call out on you for doing something bad doesn't make you right or correct. And what he basically says later in this video basically contradicts what he just said here. So, get wrecked.
At this point, Leafy literally is calling himself the synonym of a vagina, the synonym of a butthole, and he literally refers to himself as Cyber Hitler. Oh hell, I'll just play it for you.
Shit, I'm definitely not gonna lie, I am an asshole. I'm a complete cunt. You know, I'm basically Cyber Hitler at this point in time.
Yo, why would you call yourself Cyber Hitler? You know who Hitler is, right? He was a leading reason as to why 6 million Jews were murdered. I mean, since 1990, about 5 million people have died from cancer. I just pointed out that Hitler killed 6 million, cancer's killed 5 million since 1990. Maybe when people call you cancer, it's not so far off, huh? He also compares himself to ISIS. Yikes.
Ever heard of a joke? Not only that, but something later in the video that he says completely undermines this. And if you've been on my channel, then I think you already know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, you'll see in a minute.
Alright, so get this. At this point, Leafy is saying that I am one of the biggest hypocrites on the internet because I criticize other people for being jerks. And regardless of whether or not he's correct in saying that, he's doing exactly the same thing to me, which is insanely ironic.
Well, the thing is, when he criticizes people for being jerks, I think it's justified. Because they're really being jerks. When you criticize people for being jerks, it comes off a lot more mean-spirited and a lot more offensive.
Let's use an analogy. He is actively stabbing someone in the chest, and he's looking over at me, also stabbing someone in the chest, and he's saying, hey, you're disgraceful for stabbing that person in the chest. Dude, do you even know who you are? You should watch your own videos sometime.
That description also fits you perfectly. Just because you call someone else for doing something bad doesn't mean that you can just keep doing that bad thing. And, well, you're doing the exact same thing, Onision. So shut up.
He's now pointing out that I made a lot of anti-cutting videos, and he's acting like I haven't helped anyone with these videos, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut that down right now. Here's someone saying I helped him stop cutting. Here's someone saying I helped him stop cutting. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again. Wow, even more. Oh my gosh, more? This person even says I can safely say the only person that helped me stop cutting is Onision. Oh my gosh, more. Even more. Yet another individual thanking me for helping them stop cutting. Wow, we're still doing this. Here we go again. Oh my gosh. Yet another person. Once more. Yep, we're still at it. Another person? This person even says, thanks, you helped me stop cutting. For all those people who say you're a monster, they can go screw themselves. Wow, Leafy, I guess you just got put in your place by someone I've helped. But I'm not done yet. Another person thanking me. Yet another person. And another person.
Okay, we get it. You've done some good stuff. Big deal. And you know what? Your point, saying that shaming people who cut themselves is good because people have stopped cutting themselves because of that, is just as ridiculous as saying, oh, it's okay if I fat shame people, because one time I fat shamed someone, and because of that, they got thinner. They died of cancer 2 weeks afterwards and stabbed themselves with a knife, but, I mean, they got slimmer, so it helped them. But yeah, fat shaming and shaming someone for anything, whether it's cutting, being fat, or being black, or anything, is not okay. And I don't care what the end result is, it's not okay. No, it is not.
Now he's criticizing me supporting feminism, but also openly stating that I think women are better than men. That's because I've repeatedly publicly stated that I support feminism, but I myself am a feminazi. He's acting like there's a hypocrisy here when there is none.
You can't call yourself Hitler because Hitler killed 6 million Jews. But me, I can call myself a feminazi, in which the Nazi part of that word literally refers to the same exact event of killing 6 million Jews. And also, revealing that you're a feminazi is so retarded, alright? Because feminazi means someone who basically thinks women are better than men, which is a fallacy and a lie, and sexism. So yeah, Onision, you're basically admitting that you're a sexist now, and you're a hypocrite.
I don't get along with a lot of people. If you hate me, hate me. If you love me, love me. Either way, I am whatever I wish to be.
Well, that's a pretty stupid excuse for saying that religion is stupid, women are better than men, and lying about what Leafy said. You can't just lie about what someone says. That is not Cool, and the fact that you are such a hypocrite, I don't even know. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you later. But before I go, I want to let you know that you should have a salad.